Come one, come all. Another Corp Draw commentary here. We're in San Diego, California, watching the finals of the Kingdom Con Netrunner event. This is the final games of the double elimination bracket. Andrew Dyer yet to lose on the left playing Chaos Theory, and Tom Guan coming out of the losers bracket playing Cerebral Imaging. My name is Jason Flanzer.
I'm Brandon Hodgins.
And we are here in the final round. The deck sleeves are matching the Chaos Theory. That has to be an advantage for him.
I think so. I mean,
so
I like my runners. I like my sleeves to match my deck.
Brandon does a lot of matching.
I do. I like to match.
You know, that kind of looks like your namesake Key Lime, those sleeves.
Boom.
Brandon Key Lime Hodgins. It's a new nickname for him. So as they get ready here, Tom Guan playing Cerebral Imaging. He's been playing that for quite a while. We've known him to do a lot of different things. He's a LA resident, so we've ran to him a couple times at events, and he's been playing very well.
Absolutely.
With the Cerebral Imaging. And then Andrew Dyer, as I already mentioned, undefeated going into this round as far as the championship bracket is concerned. He's playing some Chaos Theory, and he's been very proficient at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very nice guy, and enjoyed talking with both of them at the event.
I think one good thing to note here about Andrew Dyer's deck is I believe he's playing a little bit of a big rig style Chaos Theory, which is good to note against Tom because of the one card especially is Hive in Tom's deck. Because he's comboing out, Hive is just a monster card all game long.
Yes, very difficult to break through, very expensive. But you see one of the splashes already for Chaos Theory and a Count Siphon, which for Cerebral Imaging can be dire.
It's also...
Is that a little pun right there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did I do that
especially when you don't ice up HQ, as Tom has chosen to do.
So Tom's hand size is now 3 right off the bat.
He'll probably get some money this turn, though, I'm sure.
I'm sure he will. Well, Andrew, quality times looking for a card to play, which he did do, and he's got a lot of options. He doesn't want to shed too many cards. You can see he's got the Sure Gamble and what looks to be a same old thing. So a little bit of event recursion coming out of his deck. He's going to run.
Him in.
Can't res because he only has $3.
Or doesn't want to.
Running the hand, saying a Roto turret. Once again, Cerebral Imaging, very, very powerful ID because it allows you to have a hand size that is very, very large. So Tom is going to just gain 2 and install something over HQ.
And he has to pitch a card there, too.
He does because his hand size is too small.
Back down to 5. Like everyone else, Tom.
Andrew sitting on a fat stack of cash. He's got 2 tags on him. Doesn't really seem to mind, though. HB very rarely takes advantage of the tags, and as long as he's not playing resources, it doesn't really matter.
Especially in a combo deck, that's probably something he's not worried about.
Andrew also sporting a really fantastic Season 1 champion playmat there with the Jinteki and Silhouette art.
I think that's one of the best mats.
Yeah, that's the planned assault mat, essentially. It's one half planned assault. There he is running just to see what's going on.
Tom lets him in.
Nothing good. Just these pieces of the combo for Tom.
I believe that was that a reclamation order?
That looked like it, yes. So Andrew just poking around, seeing what he can get. Tom just letting him in because he doesn't really care until something really big happens. He's just going to tighten the belt and just continue on.
Yep.
He's really just looking for money here. Unfortunately for Tom, this deck generally spews money. He's going to gain 1, it looks like, to begin the turn.
That early account siphon probably hurt a little bit.
Yes, it did. It seems like it set him back. And also it seems like he doesn't have many pieces. Just gaining a little bit of money there.
Yep.
Nothing to gain money out of his hand, which this deck is fantastic at gaining money out of your hand.
Typically takes him about 10 to 15 turns to get all the cards that he needs.
An early R&D interface is going to spell some doom for him.
Yep.
He's just going to click through when he runs. Doesn't see anything good.
Yeah, I think 2 clicks to see 2 cards, it's probably worth it.
Yeah, indeed.
I would do that all game long if I could.
Yeah, and Tom, once again, just forced to just gain money and end up pitching cards.
Yep.
He's really not getting into where he needs to be. Still up.
Boom.
Grabs an NAPD right off the stack. And once again, with Cerebral Imaging, being able to get those early agendas really big, especially if it's coming out of hand.
Yep.
Not that NAPD is very important to Tom's deck, but it is a card that scores points. Man,
it is 2 points.
He'll take that.
Yep, absolutely. All day long.
R&D interface is going to be big in this matchup early. Still running without a real rig. No breakers to be seen. And, with an Eli out, there's really nothing scary to do. Blue level clearance, though, fantastic new card for this deck.
Yep. And a hedge fund.
And a hedge fund. Now Tom's in Money City. He's pretty happy with where he's at. Rolls up his sleeves. Time to do business here at the Hospiroid Corporation.
Tom's ready for battle.
He is. So once again, Andrew now kind of thinking, I might need to get some cards out. So we see the Morning Star in his hand, if I'm not mistaken, as well as the same old thing.
Yep. Did you see what piece of ice he installed over HQ?
I believe it was a Hive. So that's
yeah.
going to be pretty dangerous if he runs and reses the Hive here. He cannot afford to. I don't think that Tom has another agenda, if I'm not mistaken, in his hand. So he's okay to let him have it.
Yep.
And other than emergency shutdown, what is he really giving up if he is playing a...
Not much. And just emergency shutdown to Eli.
Yeah, not a big deal. But now he's got the Morning Star, though. The Morning Star is huge for Eli.
Yep.
And what we know even more is that's actually huge for Hive.
Yep.
So Tom is in dire straits.
He needs to find some more ice.
And he stopped saying Dyer, as Andrew Dyer is sitting here playing. But you know what? It's a pun that's going to be effective for this for this commentary because...
So we might as well use it. We're going to beat that horse to death.
Andrew Dyer is just being relentless, and it's kind of the best way to play against a deck like this. He does
I
lose
think so, yeah.
the Morning Star, though, to a Roto Turret, and then keeps him out of the Hive. Wow, a big turn of events. He's still down 2-0, but if you
down
don't...
to 7 credits.
If Andrew doesn't have a piece of recursion in his hand, which I do believe I see a test run on top just now.
He is a shaper.
He is a shaper, so he's got the ability to do so. But making him use a clone chip would be a lot better than making him use a test run.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he can find the scavenge to keep it out, it'll be a really cost-effective play. So he's going to look like he's digging through his deck, trying to find something to keep it out with.
Yep.
Tom using a Corp draw playmat. We appreciate that, Tom.
Hell yeah.
We are, they are for sale.
They are.
They are.
At regionals.
At regionals, that's right. We have the regionals coming. Tom, I do believe, just grabbed an agenda off the top of his deck. It looks like an executive retreat.
Yep.
It's not really that fantastic for Tom to have that card in the deck, but he doesn't care because he just needs a naked 3 for 5.
It's also actually good. He did tell me, though, a good idea that he does play with that is that if you take 2 of his efficiency committees, he can triple biotic labor, score the executive retreat out of hand, and then
Put
shuffle
whole hand back in the deck.
Which is not terrible.
It's not terrible, no. It's not.
In that case, where you just need to start slow rolling agendas out, it could get you some time.
You got to play a different game than the combo game.
Yep. You have to start breaking that up into mini combos like that.
Andrew's still contemplating what to do here. He's been just kind of digging through his deck pretty slowly. We saw Diesel come out of him with a sure gamble behind it.
Yep.
He's got a decent amount of money, but not too much. Easily read there as $9.
Probably doing a little searching right now. Gonna run archives, see what he's got.
It looks like
a bunch of ice.
The Hospire Corporation has been throwing away ice.
You probably don't want to pitch combo pieces or money, so
I don't think so.
He'll have 3
well.
Jackson Howards to go get those back, though.
That's right, he does. He pitches a Magnum Opus. Interesting. He doesn't want to play it. He wants to save room because he's not drawing his memory pieces right now.
Yep.
Very interesting. Dyer just taking his time as well because there you go. The test run Morningstar. But the Morningstar only lets you into his hand, unfortunately. He's same old thing, the Siphon.
Yep.
Take a little money out of him. That's a wise move because he's able to, really punish Tom for, just letting him have that wide open with the Hive in the Morningstar. Now the Morningstar's on top of his deck. He's going to be drawing it back, and he's got the money because he stole it with the account Siphon.
There are probably a couple pieces of ice in archives that we saw that Tom probably should have kept.
Yeah.
Especially like that Viper could probably keep him out pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. At least make him pay some money.
I mean, code gates traditionally are more expensive than the other breakers to get out. More or less.
More than, dependingly so.
Sure.
Depending, especially when he's got the Morningstar in his hand.
Yeah.
And there it is again. We saw he has an efficiency committee in his hand with that Riffle Shuffle. Letting him access. And Enigma.
Yep.
That's going to be a card that'll be very helpful too. Because it just at least forces you to go get another breaker.
Correct.
And he's already used one test run and one of the same old things.
Seeing archives again, making sure Tom's not being sneaky.
He probably is a very sneaky guy.
He does. Oh, there's Jackson Howard.
Yeah, he's probably going to put some money back into his deck.
That's typically what his favorite play is.
There's a hedge fund. Take another 4.
But he draws twice. Nope. Restructure.
Then draw.
Yep. Then Jackson Howard.
Perfect. So Andrew's going to have the opportunity to run again with a Siphon. Same old thing out of hand. Very interesting here. And then I think he's going to take a blind shot into his hand. He says he's got a lot of cards. One of them must be something. And once again, digging into that big of a pile is just not going to wield
Celebrity
you much.
gift.
Let's see what Tom shows him. Here's some cards. Tom cares not for what it really is.
Yep.
But, Tom's still on the back foot. Yes, he's getting pieces in his hand. And yes, Andrew is, just kind of floating around. But
he has trashed a lot of protection right now.
A lot of protection. Tom's not playing any of the protection because he wants the money for a bigger hand size. So Andrew's done the two things that you really don't want cerebral imaging to happen when you are playing cerebral imaging, which is siphoning the money away, and having the breakers to break the really annoying ice.
Yeah, he's definitely got the deck to beat this.
Yes, Morningstar is one of the two ways that I think we'll commonly see Hive being easily defeated, which is which also is a parasite because it is pretty low strength.
And I think this is a great reason too why one reason I really like Hive. Not just because it's a fantastic card, but also it's going to start to vary the decks that you see.
Absolutely. No, I mean, they do a fantastic job of Fantasy Flight figuring out what cards need to go, what cards need to come, how to vary it up, and they're just still doing good work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Blue level clearance, once again, everything that this deck wants.
Daft level clearance. Daft Punk
on the card. He's going to shore up R&D.
Interesting.
He doesn't want that R&D interface playing too big of a role in this game.
R&D lock is typically another pretty solid way to beat this deck.
Correct. He's account siphoning again, though. He's keeping Tom on his toes. Tom not having too much money.
Is that 3 account siphons or 4?
That was
3.
That was his third. Yeah, that was his fourth. I believe he's done 1 or 2 with the same old things and played 2 account siphons.
Yep.
So we've seen 8 of the influence there. We've got 4 more of the influence in Morningstar and 3 more in Growth. That's all the influence in the deck.
Yep. And we can see also Tom put out a Quandary that got res over R&D.
Which is exactly what he needs right now.
I think so, yeah.
Tom looking for combo.
And based on his deck, Andrew's deck right now that we see, we could probably guess that the Code Gate Breaker is a Torch.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a Shaper deck. He's got the Torch, Garrote, Morningstar, pretty much the heaviest hitters you can find.
So it could be a little expensive to get that out unless he finds the test run scavenge.
And this is where we're looking at something like Heimdall and saying, this is why you need to play it instead of Hive. Not saying the Hive's bad. I'm saying this is a great opportunity to say, hey, if you're not putting this on a Dinosaurus or you're not throwing down some personal touches,
you're going to pay.
You're going to pay.
Yeah, definitely having something big. I've sort of found that in my Grendel deck too, is I don't really even install it often, but I do like having the Hadrian's Wall in there.
Sure.
Just in case.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a piece of ice, you get mad because Criminal's so prevalent. You don't want to getting shut down. But at the end of the day, when you have a Strength 7 advanceable 2 subroutine, it just does work.
Yep. Because advance it once and it's not even knightable.
He's commenting on how he cannot find a Code Gate Breaker. He wants it. He's got the scavenge in his hand, so the test run would help him. He really needs to be digging. Only 1 quality time, 1 diesel thus far.
He has a scavenge in his... I think he has 2 scavenge.
Yeah, I think so too.
So he just needs to find that test run.
Lots of commentary between the two players. Really great pair of players as well.
Absolutely. Very nice guys. I believe Andrew's from the LA meta also.
Excellent. LA representing here at Kingdom Con.
There they are.
Hopefully we can get them both out for the regionals as well, because that's going to be a massive field.
Yep. I think Tom's a no-go on regionals.
That is what I heard as well.
Andrew, though, is a maybe, I believe.
Excellent.
Be great to get them both out here.
I love seeing the videos of the repeat players, see if they change their decks, see if they change decks completely, and see how they do against different fields.
If Tom Guan played, he'd probably be playing Cerebral Imaging.
Absolutely.
But I'm teching against you, Tom Guan, if you're listening. You're not going to be me again.
Friendly banter between the players. He's going to take a pot shot. Really trying.
He's like, yeah. Try to find the one that he feels
He's
is
trying
right.
to get the Ouija board technique. Where he's just kind of hoping and praying. Oh, my God.
Oh, efficiency committee.
A massive pull.
That's a big card.
Cornerstone to the deck. And look,
Absolutely.
I just saw 2 more efficiency committees in his hand.
Yep.
I don't hate this play from Andrew. Just go poke around. If you get lucky, you can remove this deck's win conditions.
Oh, that's not it.
No, it is not. But you know what? Why not? I don't disagree with him. If he's got 20 cards in his hand and he's able to see 4 a turn, fifth of the time, you're going to hit something. That's not terrible odds against a deck like this.
And here's the thing, is that right now he doesn't have the code gate breaker out, right?
Okay, so he can't get through there.
So he can't get through there. I think it's better against Tom to see cards rather than not see cards.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's just in general Netrunner.
Because if you give this combo deck time, he's just going to win.
Yeah. I mean, look at the deck. The deck is literally a timer sitting there. As it gets thinner, you start losing the game more
Absolutely.
and more. Time doesn't beat you, or the deck doesn't beat you by not doing it. See, you can see
Tom's just drawn hard.
He's just able to, once he gets everything.
He knows right now that this is his time. He needs to find the combo.
It's true. And also adding cards to his hand, while he will be adding agendas, he will also be adding non-agenda cards, making the density more difficult to pull from.
Yep.
I do believe that Tom should be adding an additional piece of ice, even if it's a sentry, even if it makes it cost 2. Andrew's only sitting on $6. No magnum opus in sight.
There's got to be at least there's got to be something in his hand.
If you just put even a roto turret in front, it's going to cost you $4, but it's going to cost him an additional 2 every time he runs.
Yep, he definitely needs to find something to start taxing Andrew.
I think that's a play mistake there for Tom, because he's got 6 runs in the gun at the current price, and he could, by putting almost any other, make that 3.
Yep.
All you need to do is spend another $1, even if it was another hive.
Yeah.
Quandary doing work, a new card out of the most recent packs, but Honor and Profit not in effect for this event. He's playing the agenda lottery, he says. Andrew getting excited. If he can pull an efficiency committee, he can really put a damper on it. Tom can't combo out at that point, has to start playing a real game.
And also there's 3-pointers, so if he pulls the 3-pointer, it's just game.
Just game over.
And I think Tom's his deck's looking really thin. Tom's probably getting pretty close to
a little bit of theatrics from the players.
Pulling it out. A little bit of that's a real shell game right there.
That is a real shell game. Literally
a shell game.
Shell game. If he's going to make him do this each time, though, it's going to take a little bit.
Yep.
Do it again.
Does it again.
Look at Andrew. Andrew just loves the gambling, I think. He's a gambler, folks.
I can't blame him. I do love gambling.
Me too. It's fun. Look at this. He's going for it.
I have lost many times because
Look how excited Andrew is. I love this.
Tom's even excited.
Tom, yeah. Tom. Ooh.
Another biotic.
You see that biotic so many times.
No, this is the front one.
Going in again.
I mean, I don't think this is a terrible idea. What else is Andrew supposed to do? Even if he gets, unless he's has Maker's Eye or additional R&D interfaces, if he goes and finds the code gate breaker, he's only going to see 2 more cards.
In his deck, how many? There might be only 3. Are there 3 cards left in Tom's deck? I think so. I think Tom has everything he needs.
All right, one more time.
Or really close to it.
Yeah, I don't know. Those cards, they could be a little fat. I see a little bit of a shadow.
Okay. I think we're getting pretty close, though, to the end of that deck. That deck's looking thin.
But he's got to draw him, so he's 2 turns out regardless.
Yep.
A round of gambling.
Going in. Here we go. Oh, reclamation order.
No.
So dramatic.
Jackson?
Okay, he's got everything in his hand now.
Wait, did you just Jackson?
The entire thing.
I would
is
just
in
put a
his
piece
hand.
of ice out in front.
So he's drawn. Yeah, he should just put a piece of ice up in front. I would Jackson Howard some things back,
Scratch that.
just in case, I guess.
Well, he's going to have to at the beginning of the turn, right?
Yep.
Because he can't be forced to draw and not draw.
Okay, so Tom installs something.
Very wise.
Make the ticket. Like, give him 1 ticket price. All right, jerk. Oh, wait, hold on.
He only needs a very small number of credits, which he has tons, to potentially, and he gains $1 at the end of his turn.
It does not cost very much to get the combo.
And Andrew
out.
only has $2. And the likelihood that Andrew's able to get through and get a card, the odds are so small right now.
6, 9, so 10. Yeah.
Andrew noting that he definitely has combo money.
Yep.
And this is it, folks. This is
is
Andrew's
it.
last turn.
Someone is winning this game on this turn.
Yep.
Let's see who it's going to be, folks.
It would be awesome if it was something really ridiculous.
Like, Andrew is just like, he is in the tank right now, trying to figure out what to do.
That's what we should call this deck.
And he knows it, folks. He knows that this is game. None of the combo pieces have been trashed. Everything is in
only
Tom's
the one
hand.
efficiency committee.
Yep.
But he needs 2.
He does need
So
to.
if he steals an efficiency committee or a 3-pointer,
That's pretty much game.
it's pretty much game. Well, he does have a lot of money, and Andrew has very little. It's very possible he's actually able to tank up, put down some ice, and get through it.
It's true.
Barriers are pretty worthless. Unless they're strength 6 or 7. Heimdall 2, Heimdall 1.
Which I don't think he has.
Or Wotan.
Having played against Tom, He doesn't have those.
Fun stuff has to happen here.
You can see that even our spectators are nervous
Yep.
watching this.
I believe that's Tim Mays, who came in third or fourth.
Yep, he made the Final Four.
Yep. And our own Josh Fulmer is also at the head of the table there watching.
While they're finishing their final turn, thinking it's pretty exciting to have the new format for a final game. I think it's
really
fantastic.
enjoyed the double elim. I think it's a great format. I'm really excited for it. It was cool to get to test it like this a little before regionals to see how it worked, and I just think it was fantastic. This is really cool. Also sped things up. This whole elim round did not take very long. Here we go. Andrew running. Oh, and Eli.
Why just an Eli? I feel like he had to have another piece of ice in his deck, no?
I feel like he had to have a code gate in there.
It's so weird. He must not have. I can't imagine the misplay that he made. He gets one run. That's it.
1, 2. You 8 agendas in that 19-card hand. Yes, otherwise it'd be cheating.
There's 3 agendas and a 19-card hand. He says.
No, you play 3.
Now, there's got to be more than that because he only has 4 points exposed.
Roughly 40% chance.
So he's got another 16 points of agendas this hand.
Yep.
He has 1 run to get it.
Oh!
And he
Scored
pulls
the three-pointer for the win.
three-pointer. The likelihood was small, but definitely a probability, and he ran the numbers game and was able to pull it out.
Yep. Way to go. What a great game. Loved how excited he was. I've never seen anyone jump up and down out of a Netrunner win. I love that.
This game, it hits all the same nerves that gambling does, hits all the same excitement levels, and once again, this is just a fantastic view of what it can be like when you're fighting this combo deck.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and also just to note that Andrew has written a tournament report that's already on Corp Draw, so you can go check that out. You can also see all the standings from this tournament on corpdraw.com.
And where else can you find Corp Draw stuff?
You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/corpdraw, on Twitter at corpdraw, on YouTube. You probably know where we are since you're watching this.
That's right. So please come check it out, and we appreciate you guys hanging out and watching this video with us. And we look forward to more Corp Draw battle reports.
Corp Draw battle reports.
We'll call it battle reports, video commentary. We can do that too.
Sure.
We look forward to getting you guys more in the future. So thanks a lot.
All right. Take care, guys. Bye.